My life. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, beautiful people? What's up, Anthony Yee? How you doing? Let's wait for this to populate. If it does. If it ever does. Am I live? I gotta confirm.
What's up, it?
I heard myself. I'm live. Okay. Okay, I'm live. Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing? I'm live. I wasn't sure if I got some using StreamYard so I can see your messages. I wasn't sure if I was live. Okay, I'm live. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I wanted to hop on really quick to say hey. What's up? How is everyone doing? How is your Friday? You're good. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. Wanted to give you some updates on a couple. I'm laggy. Oh no. Perfect timing. Am I still laggy? How about now? Still laggy? Still laggy? Question mark. Never mind. I think we're good. Awesome. 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 Just wanted to hop on to give some updates. Some really cool stuff with the podcast. Didn't post today, but I will post tomorrow. Had a crazy day. Recently just got my grandparents vaccinated. I sound like as if I took them to the vet. But one of my friends, well, my cousin's fiance works at a pharmacy and they had a couple of vaccines available. It's been hard to get around where I live, and they had some openings for some vaccines. And for my grandparents, I ran over, got that done. So that like backed me up in terms of the podcast workload. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. But I'm going to release a new episode with my business coach, actually, Terry Rice. It's going to be a fire episode. I think I've been hearing a ton of really great feedback on the podcast overall. So I'm excited about the overall impact, honestly, because that's what we do it for. I just had a podcast interview with the virtual assistant, my virtual assistant while I was working with Damon, who is now basically so she was my virtual assistant and now she has Damon John as a client. It's awesome. Awesome shit. Hey, what's up, Matt? Matt Tran is the GOAT. What's up? You're vaccinated. That's what's up. I've been hearing a lot of weird things. I don't think I'm gonna get vaccinated. I don't really want to get into it, but I think it's good that my grandparents got vaccinated. What's up, Nick? Um, Nick, I kind of just want to answer some questions, but like hope you're doing well and we can chat here too. We'll see. We'll see. I'll send you. Let's see how this pops off. If it dies off, you hop on. Whatever happens, man. But how are you beautiful people doing? How's your Friday so far? How's quarantine life? I think everything happening with just like accumulation of COVID and quarantine and just everything has really been weighing on people. And these are tough times. How's the agency going? It's going really well. I'd like to think. I just hired a media buyer and he's a part of the community. He's a former coaching client. It's Conrad. And he's going to be helping me expand the agency side of things. I hate calling myself an agency because for me, I don't really care to scale in terms of having a ton of clients. My sweet spot is between 6 to 8. And then I also do like a lot of consulting work, you know. Um, yeah, so between the educational sides of things and the agency side of things, I like to keep it smaller scale, high touch. I charge more for it, but I have more fun with it. It's more higher impact, better results. And yeah, but Slowly but surely scaling. I love the clients that we're working with now. Tons of inquiries for additional clients. Yeah, I think I'm super excited. I think it's a lot of work though, but I'm really excited. That along with keeping up with the podcast and then creating content is really tough. But I'm also talking to a video editor to help me out with the YouTube stuff. And then the person I just hired is going to help me with also content repurposing as well as helping me out with my accounts, which is really cool. It's very rare you meet someone like that. So I'm taking full advantage. And in exchange, there's money and lots of guidance and training. So it's a fair exchange. That's so cool. Your assistant now has MR on as her accountant as a client. Yeah, Damon John. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's killing it. Her name is Crystal Volenchek. Stay tuned for that episode. It's crazy. She talks a lot of shit about working with me. Hopefully isn't laggy because I see like the little Wi-Fi sign coming on here. Matt says, "Would you do the same? I would do the same as you if BB ever failed. I would make a tiny agency that scaled with ad spend." Yeah, my approach to growing or scaling as an agency is just doing really, really good work for my clients, increasing ad spend, and I get paid more. You make more money, I get paid more. And then what I'm doing right now is also upselling email. So email marketing has been a really huge component of my overall, I guess, formula, a solution. You not just the ads, but actually filling in the gaps with email marketing and doing it really well with content. So yeah. Man, sometimes it's spotty. I'm sorry, that sucks. Fucking sucks. And yeah, it's the real win-win. I agree. I totally agree. I think for me, it's like it's I don't know, it's a lot of work, dude, but everything I'm learning is everything that I can apply on my own. And I just have so much fun doing it too. It's like working on learning so much about different businesses, understanding their business model from the ground up because I'm not just like at the end of the day, like honestly, I'm not just managing ad accounts. What I do is really business consulting. Like I'm really trying to get at the core of attribution for the entire funnel. Um Data modeling, like that sounds nerdy, but it's really just like understanding your customer at the core, like through customers, like not just relying on third party data, but also gathering first party data. Like customer surveys is a really big one. Um, yeah. Uh, Matt, you look into using. I know you already use Hotjar, but just is a really great tool. BRB heading over to the parents' house. Have a good time. Have a good time. Email's a lot of work too. I'm tempted to outsource it. Yeah. I can't just do it on my own. So the guy that I just hired is going to help out with that as well. It's a lot of work it's a lot of like brainstorming work. That's another thing, like hiring someone else and working with someone else. Like I don't like working with even with my assistant. She's based out here in Brooklyn. And I'm not a big fan of working with like virtual assistants or anything like that. Like I need to work with someone that has a similar language cadence and working with someone else is just like you can bounce so much more ideas so greater you can provide a greater service to your clients as well, higher quality. So with working with this new dude Conrad, like so much great brainstorming. There's a lot of training that needs to take place, which is exhausting on my end, but hopefully, it's an investment and it'll pay off. But so much ideas that come out of that make things so much easier. It's all encompassing for sure. The sales piece is just as important as the ads. Yeah, it's the entire, like quote unquote the funnel. It's the funnel experience. It's like it's the traffic. Even before the traffic, it's like the brand, then the traffic. You can consider the brand like the foundational things, like your social media accounts, things like that. And then the traffic, the ads. Well, that I guess that is a part of the traffic, the ads and the targeting, then the landing page, and then like understanding all of those gaps. Where are the gaps? Where are the cutoff? How can you improve? Even like when you actually get the product in your home, how can you improve that whole experience? You know, that's something that I'm working on with clients as well. So that entire end to end, understanding all those gaps and working to fill it in, working to truly problem solve. And that's right there for most marketers is where you can charge more because you're not just providing one anchor service. You're really like consulting the business as a whole. What's the other tool? So it's Just Uno. Just Uno is really great. Yeah, I think I'm cutting off. My bad, guys. For emails, it's hard to VA because copy matters a lot. Yeah, exactly. I don't trust anything with I don't like VAs. Like VAs are good for research. VAs are good for like menial tasks. But anything that I'm just not a fan. I'm not really with it. I'd rather just pay more. The graphic design can be outsourced, but not the copy. Yeah, some graphic design work can be outsourced. I think it kind of depends. But yeah, even like video editing, certain things can like menial tasks. Yeah, anything that requires like creative stuff. Hey, yeah, I'm new. What's your channel about? Marketing, paid media, Google ads, Facebook ads, marketing career advice, whatever you want it to be, bro. Just kick up your feet, relax, chop it up. Just Uno, correct. I'll try Just Uno. Looks cool. Never heard of it. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, lots of A/B tests that we run. Exit intent pop-ups, just analyzing all kinds of data points. Um, it's a pretty cool software for ecom. But yeah, overall updates. I'm gonna share my screen really bit in a little bit too. I put a pause actually on my paid media one-on-one coaching, and I probably will pause that indefinitely. Agency stuff is kicking up, and I'm also releasing a new business boot camp. And before you guys think I'm going to promo it, I am going to promo it, but I'm also going to say it's like not for everyone. So take that with a grain of salt. It's not for everyone. I'm not trying to have it be for everyone. But let me show you a little bit of what that's about. I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited for it because it's everything I wish I had. But basically, I'm breaking it down week by week. It's essentially a hybrid of a live seminar and group coaching. So between 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm also getting additional people involved. One person that I have involved for sure is Quinton Allums, who is a LinkedIn influencer. He's going to break down LinkedIn and using it for sales and content marketing as a whole. Dude's fucking awesome, by the way. But it's basically a live seminar and group coaching hybrid. And eventually I'm going to get to the point where I'm going to sell this off as an online course, but I will always keep the one on the live component. So there'll be a live component and there'll be a course component to it for people that can't afford the live, because I understand shit happens, money's tight, whatever. But the live is always it's for people that want that like one-on-one accountability, that want that high touch help, like questions solved in real time, and also the networking, because I'm not going to just accept anyone into this program, you know. So that's a big thing, and I think that's where a lot of people are getting impact into our Slack channel. Like who's it Anthony Yee is a part of our Slack channel, but tons of impact just with sharing your unique challenges, getting your answered questions. I share like a ton of industry updates. So does Dre Sean Ryan, SEO God. But yeah, we're updating that with a ton of marketing gems, marketing updates, industry news, all that stuff. So for the people that want that more collaborative aspect, the live seminar, the live group coaching is going to be available for them. And also that's just so much more fun for me. I feel like I get the most results for people in that way. But week one, we're going to talk about navigating the space between freelancer and business owner. Basically, an orientation, right? Packaging your services, positioning and differentiating yourself, building credibility, leveraging LinkedIn. That's where we're gonna get Quentin Elms. I'm trying to get an accountant also to talk, to answer some questions because there was a ton that I learned and I got my ass kicked here in accounting. Um, Sales, inbound and outbound, contracts and proposals, which is a really big one that really bit me in the ass early on. Agency processes, which is I'm still developing. I'm doing a job now, but like that's also a kick in the ass, but you're always working to get better there. Week 9, monetizing your expertise. So how do you get past just how do you diversify your income essentially outside of like the agency and the services realm? So I'm going to talk about that. Coaching and consulting as well, breaking those down for you guys, and online courses and all the different in betweens because you don't necessarily just have an I think there's a lot of negatives around online courses now, and like it is what it is, but you can always have a hybrid. Like my business coach has an online course, but then he also does a weekly Q&A along with it. Like you can have it be really impactful. It doesn't necessarily all have to be a scam. And there's only so much you should expect from a course that's worth like $100. Like, come on. I understand the expectations for a lot of people. Um, but whatever. And week 10, project management, and then the overall tech stack that I use and that most agencies use. What's really great with the podcast is that I get to interview like really great agency owners. And then I've also white labeled for a lot of really great agencies. So I understand a lot of their processes and I've stolen a lot of them. It's all love. And then I also, like talking to all of these really cool business owners and these agency owners, they keep me up to date and they tell me what they're using. They're not greedy with it at all. But just condensing all of that in like a live seminar, group coaching kind of setting. I think that's what a lot of people want and need in the COVID times, especially since we're so isolated from people. Um, Ideally, I would love to make this program like in person eventually. Like that's the goal. I think that's where I get the most amount of impact from people. Like more impact that I think you can ever get from a course. I think I'm gonna have that option available, and it's gonna be a lot cheaper. But you're not gonna get the accountability. You're not gonna get the individualized attention. You're not gonna get all the things that you pay for high touch shit. It just is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna start promoting that soon, and then a ton of other bonuses. Like I'm gonna do a lot of interviews with the agency owners and like get their insights and things like that. I'm super hyped about it. I feel like good even talking about it. Sometimes people feel a little shady talking about their information. Like you have a course or whatever, because just this entire, I think CoffeeZilla made the industry a little. I mean, it is kind of a scammy industry, so I completely get it. Not all courses are bad though. Not all. I mean, I built my career on leveraging information online and coaching, so super impactful for me. So my goal is to definitely provide the same amount of value for other people. I'm gonna stop sharing my shit now. All right, I won't chew your ears out with that one. But this program is great just by seeing the course outline. I'm super excited for it, dude. And I would love to get you involved if it makes sense for you. Not pushing it for anyone. Woo! And oh sweet, I saw your post earlier. Glad to hear you talking about this. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really excited about it. Like I think it's literally the one thing I wish I had starting off. The one thing, the absolutely one thing. Yeah, guys. But I won't talk about it anymore. I won't do any promo except for the podcast. Listen to it. It's free. It's free content. I couldn't post today. That's why I kind of want to live stream. I felt a little guilty, but I will post tomorrow. Like I said, it's a really great episode with Terry Rice, who's my business coach. He's now a client, running some ads for him for his online course because I believe in his course and I believe in the impact that he has had on me and my friend Drayshawn Ryan too. And yeah. So guys, I'm open for any questions, anything you want to ask. Uh, or I can keep rambling too. I like that as well. I don't mind. I don't mind that at all. Yeah. What do you guys have planned for this weekend? Doing anything cool? I'll tell you what I have planned. I have a lot of work plans. I have a lot of client work to do, and also building this out for myself. It's a doozy. It's a fucking doozy. And then building out some SOPs for the new hire. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't think I was interviewing someone for the podcast today, and she mentioned how people don't talk about like the ugly side of entrepreneurship enough. And it's absolutely true. I think that we talk about like this remote lifestyle. Like, yeah, I have a remote lifestyle. I plan to live in Colombia later in the year. I'm super excited about it. I'm super remote capable, whatever, whatever. But with the remote lifestyle, like you have to place more boundaries. Boundaries are more important than ever. And then on top of that, it's just like, dude, entrepreneurship is hard. Marketing is hard. Up to date current trends. Everything is always changing. Always, always changing. So all of it's tough. Balancing a life and balancing a business and scaling a business and growing it. It's really fucking hard. So you have to work weekends. There are some weekends that I completely take off, and there are some weekends that I just have to grind it out. And it is what it is. I always thought that I didn't work a lot. I always feel like I work like maybe like 20 hours a week. But the reality is that I love what I do so much, or like a good portion of what I do, um, I kind of do naturally. So I feel like so I don't feel like I'm working, but I actually am working. So in reality, I'm probably working 80-hour weeks, but I don't necessarily feel it. Yeah, I don't necessarily feel it. I don't. But I guess if no one has any questions, I'm gonna hop off. I just came on to update you guys on the podcast and the new business boot camp that I'm super hyped about. And I can't wait to share with the world. But podcast is free, yo. Listen to the podcast. We got some great guests there. Listen to it. What are you waiting for? Yeah, if there's no one that wants to ask any questions, you can always email me or shoot me up on social, or hit me up. Don't shoot me up. Hit me up on social, and I'll answer your question there. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a really great Friday. Just wanted to hop on for that and show off my beanie. I secretly wanted to show off my beanie. Yeah. All right, guys. That's all for me then. Take care.